strength. I still don't have anything I want. Okay. I am so tired. Oh my god. Let's get to that bed. Okay. Let's sleep until like 6 a.m.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
Nah, not really, even though I was super tired.
No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
That's very kind of you, milady.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Just get drunk and pass out.
Lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry.
Ooh,
I know this is all
oh my
very
god, he's
new
got a
and
giant
strange
nose.
for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal.
I have.
I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Alright, tell her the story, why not?
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
I went to collect a
fellow
debt.
by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
Ooh, she liked that.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig came to look at the sword.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
There was a huge horde of attackers.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Saw them kill my girl Bianca. Aww.
I looked towards the tavern and saw a group of Cumans chasing down my Bianca and murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
You mustn't blame yourself. She's with the Lord now.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
I needed a horse.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught
So
by
that
a
was
gang of Cuban
Teresa.
savages who planned to violate me.
Aw.
I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped,
Wait, did I save her?
and I
Did it work?
succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life.
Haha.
After that,
I didn't even kill any of them. I just hit them and ran off.
Valiant knight.
But it worked.
I'll never forget
Like
that.
a valiant knight. Ran away.
It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
Greed. Lust for power.
alone knows
Vengeance.
why
Who
such
knows?
things
I don't actually know why.
Poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding.
That makes sense.
Those who are
It was
corrupted.
Satan's fault.
Greed, hunger, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
It's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Damn. That's a rough draw for this lady.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
Melody, you're still young. Beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Nobody's touched me in years.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing
I'm telling you,
bothering with
everybody
this? You
loves
have troubles
Henry,
enough of your own.
and they want
I'll
They
go
want
and
They
let you
want
see.
him. Get his pants off. I didn't eat any of that.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
I'm pretty sure you can, like, romance this lady. Just messed up because her husband is, like, being super generous to us. I mean, she's the one doing the generosity right now, but he's... I don't know. Seems messed up. Told you, PTSD. This is gonna ruin my life forever. No, he didn't say that. He wanted you to be safe. That is not at all what your father would say to you. What are you, stupid?
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
Is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Ooh, damn. Okay, game is saved. I'm gonna end it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.